This video is a test. If you clicked on this video, it means you want to learn focus. But if you can't watch a 5-minute YouTube video, you will never even come close to being able to focus 12 hours a day. However, by watching this video, I will teach you 3 steps on how to work 10 to 14-hour days every single day without burnout or distractions, just like DRAGON-D. And the 3rd step is the one that completely changed my life. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Look at DRAGON-D. Do you notice anything special about this scene? Your answer is probably no, because DRAGON-D is literally just laying there. But that's the point. No phone, TV, or music. Just him and his mind. 99% of you have probably never done this before. Being in silence without some sort of background noise has been completely forgotten and is killing your focus. Most people think that DRAGON-D just comes up with these super complicated plans on the fly, but that just simply isn't true. He instead has learned how to control his mind and his innermost thoughts when he has free time. Doing this allows him to think of what the best course of action is, and it keeps him away from all the negatives that come from scrolling social media or watching Netflix. But how can you learn to do this? It's incredibly hard for people today to simply be bored. For the longest time, I couldn't just sit by myself and do nothing. But now I have completely mastered the skill. And I'll share with you 2 tips so you can learn how to do this yourself. The first is to take it little by little. And what I mean by this is don't look at it like you have to sit there doing nothing for hours and hours like DRAGON-D right at the start. See it as tiny bursts. Start with just 2 minutes. This can be in form of meditation or just laying on your bed like DRAGON-D. Once you have that down, slowly move up, and as you become better, it will start to come naturally. And what I call the focus threshold will start to raise. The second step, if not implemented, will make the first completely useless: multitasking. Not only are people unable to sit in silence for a few minutes, but they can't just do one thing at a time. And I almost guarantee you that a portion of you watching this are eating something right now. But it is scientifically proven that your brain cannot do 2 things at once. This should be your new way of thinking. Only do one thing at a time, because that's literally what focus is. If you're driving, don't listen to music. If you're eating, don't watch a YouTube video. Without doing this, the habit of sitting in silence becomes meaningless because your attention span will still be fucked. You can implement this the same way as before. Start by just trying to do it on one task. If you play music when you're driving, try driving in silence. And once you got that, try and cut out multitasking from every aspect of your life. Along with adjusting your environment, another huge factor to your focus that is immensely overlooked is what you eat. Eating is one of the few things that literally everybody has to do. And you would think more people would analyze what goes into their body, but somehow almost nobody does. It's really simple. All you need to change in your diet is your carb intake. Yes. Remember how a minute ago I talked about how your body can't multitask? Well, that's exactly what it tries to do when you eat carbs for breakfast or for lunch. To put it simply, carbs are hard for your body to digest. And if you just ate biscuits or cereal, both super high carb foods, your body will spend all of its energy digesting and you won't be able to focus. This is why 99% of people at 10 or 11 in the morning say they feel tired. It's not because they slept bad, it's because they probably had too many carbs for breakfast. And honestly, I thought this was complete BS at first, but you just have to try it for yourself. Instead of eating carbs, just eat eggs for breakfast, as they're good for you and have basically no carbs. Also, this doesn't mean that you can't eat carbs, period. Just avoid eating them while you want to focus. Once you have done what you needed to do, eat as many carbs as you want. Quick plug, if you want to learn how to edit like me, my editing course is 50% off only for the next week, link in the description. This 3rd and final step changed my life. Everywhere on YouTube and the internet, we can see a bunch of videos on self-improvement. Videos telling you about routines, taking cold showers, monk mode, reading, and a plethora of other things, all claiming to guide you to the top 1% of society. You see all these famous self-improvement guys? Well, they are all lying to you. All of these complicated self-improvement tips are meaningless unless you actually focus and do the work. Focus is about doing one thing for a very long time without giving up or changing paths. They tell you things like, do this new method to make 10K a month in 6 months. It's always something new, some kind of tip that you don't know. Bullshit. You have everything already, and you know it. Pick one thing. It doesn't have to be new or fancy. Just one thing that you think will last in the years to come. And focus on it. There will come times where you want to take the bait and switch to the next new method. But it's just a distraction to your focus. Simply wake up, walk over to your desk, and work. No routine, nothing. If you can do this for 5 to 10 years, I guarantee you success, just like Ainakoji Kiyotaka.